The Nephilim ate and ate, and yet they felt themselves starving. The book of John suggests that this hunger was not merely physical, it was spiritual. The Nephilim were beings divided within themselves, carrying the blood of both heaven and earth, fully belonging to neither. They were trapped in bodies that constantly demanded more souls. They were trapped in bodies that constantly demanded more. Souls that could never find rest, existences that were fundamentally wrong. They ate to fill a void that could not be filled. They killed to silence a pain that could not be silenced. They raged against a world that rejected them, against a creator who had never intended for them to exist. And in their rage, they basically destroyed everything they touched. The humans who survived began to pray. Finally, the humans who survived began to pray. They gathered in the deepest caves in the highest mountains, in any place where the giants could not easily reach them. And they lifted their voices to heaven. They begged for deliverance, for mercy, for an end to the nightmare that had consumed the world. They prayed to the God who had made them, who had given them the earth as a home, who had promised to watch over them. They reminded him of his covenant, of his love for humanity, of the promise that he would not abandon his creation. And in the celestial realms, they prayed, the prayers were heard. Do you agree that human beings should be flogged? Do you know how long it took before do you know how much death had occurred before their hearts were soft enough to come and say, let us pray to the one true God? If you read Genesis 6, it now says, and men began to cry upon the earth, and began to cry to the name of Yahweh, to be used the name of the Lord. This was the situation that caused it. It was not random. But do you see how long it took? Only if they had done this earlier. I did not want to say anything. I intentionally just wanted to read through and not pause. But now, here, I want to pause a little bit to explain some things before we continue. And first of all, the Lord wants me to explain some things that go on in the spirit realm with His grace and His mercy. So I need you to understand that, first of all, human beings are very gullible. Without the Most High, we easily get deceived by anything. That's number one. Number two, human beings are robots. Yeah, we are the Lord's robots that have just been given consciousness and awareness. We can be programmed and reprogrammed. Some parts of us can be manipulated. Hormones can be manipulated. Put it this way, feelings can be manipulated. And you're aware that feelings basically are just hormones released by specific glands to create specific reactions. They can be manipulated. So many things in our creation, because of the fact that we're robots, so many things can be manipulated. That is why it is advisable that you stay inside the Lord. The moment you stay inside the Lord and you're with Him, you are protected from manipulation. Literally. That is number one. Your mind cannot be manipulated, because right now, I hope you're aware that there are devices that make people forget memory. And it has been used for a very long time. The idea is basically just burying that memory in a very deep subconscious part of you that you do not remember. It takes maybe something, a spark, to bring it back. For we that fear the Lord, because of the helmet of salvation, we literally wear. It's a literal thing. It protects us from that. I'm sure you've seen movies or where some people that they call them crazy people, but they wear tinfoil hats. It is not random, because believe this or believe this not, this father is asking me to say this. The tinfoil hat has specific properties in it that actually helps protect some things, protect them from some things from the Nephilim.